Have you ever felt like your mind is being pulled in a million different directions and wondered if it's more than just stress? In today's video, we're going to explore a topic that's really important for our spiritual well-being. We're going to discuss 9 clear signs that suggest your mind may be under spiritual attack. These signs can help you identify and address these issues, and by the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of what's going on and how to take back control. Spiritual attacks can be really subtle, and sometimes it's hard to distinguish them from our own thoughts and emotions. But if we know what to look out for, we can take steps to protect ourselves and maintain our spiritual balance. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with the knowledge to recognize these signs and take action to defend your mind and spirit. Today, we're going to dive into 9 signs that your mind may be under spiritual attack. These signs are not exhaustive, but they're some of the most common indicators that something is off. Persistent negative thoughts are one of the most common signs of a spiritual attack. When we're under spiritual attack, our minds can become a battlefield, and negative thoughts can feel like they're coming from all directions. If you find yourself plagued by thoughts that are dark, hopeless, or self-destructive, it may be a sign that your mind is under attack. These thoughts can feel like they're coming from your own mind, but in reality, they're being fueled by external spiritual influences. The more we give in to these negative thoughts, the stronger they become. And if we're not careful, they can take over our entire thought process. It's essential to recognize when negative thoughts are coming from an external source, rather than our own mind. Increased anxiety or fear is another sign that your mind may be under spiritual attack. When we're under attack, we can feel like we're walking on eggshells, never knowing when the next blow will come. Anxiety and fear can be debilitating, and they can make it difficult to focus on our daily tasks. If you find yourself feeling anxious or fearful for no apparent reason, it may be a sign that your mind is under attack. These feelings can be intense, and they can make us feel like we're losing control. But the good news is that we don't have to be controlled by them. When we recognize that our anxiety or fear is coming from an external source, we can take steps to deflect it and maintain our peace of mind. A sudden loss of motivation or purpose is another sign that your mind may be under spiritual attack. When we're under attack, we can feel like we're stuck in a rut and we don't know how to get out. If you find yourself feeling unmotivated or disconnected from your goals and passions, it may be a sign that your mind is under attack. This feeling can be really frustrating, especially if you're someone who's normally driven and motivated. But the good news is that we can take back control by recognizing when our motivation is being drained by external forces. Experiencing frequent nightmares or disrupted sleep is another sign that your mind may be under spiritual attack. When we're under attack, our dreams can become a battleground, and our sleep can be disrupted. If you find yourself having nightmares or waking up feeling unrefreshed, it may be a sign that your mind is under attack. This can be really debilitating, especially if we're not getting the rest we need. But the good news is that we can take steps to protect our sleep and our dreams from external interference. Feeling emotionally drained or fatigued is another sign that your mind may be under spiritual attack. When we're under attack, we can feel like we're running on empty, and we don't know how to refuel. If you find yourself feeling exhausted or drained, it may be a sign that your mind is under attack. This feeling can be really overwhelming, especially if we're not used to feeling this way. But the good news is that we can take steps to replenish our energy and maintain our emotional well-being. Increased conflict in personal relationships is another sign that your mind may be under spiritual attack. When we're under attack, our relationships can become strained, and we can find ourselves arguing with those we love. If you find yourself experiencing more conflict than usual in your relationships, it may be a sign that your mind is under attack. This can be really painful, especially if we're not used to fighting with our loved ones. But the good news is that we can take steps to protect our relationships from external interference. Feeling disconnected from one's spiritual practices is another sign that your mind may be under spiritual attack. When we're under attack, we can feel like we're losing our spiritual connection, and we don't know how to get it back. If you find yourself feeling disconnected from your spiritual practices, or feeling like you're not as spiritually grounded as you used to be, it may be a sign that your mind is under attack. This feeling can be really unsettling, especially if we're used to feeling spiritually connected. But the good news is that we can take steps to reconnect with our spiritual practices and maintain our spiritual balance. Unusual occurrences or coincidences are another sign that your mind may be under spiritual attack. When we're under attack, we can experience strange events that can't be explained by logic or reason. If you find yourself experiencing unusual occurrences or coincidences, it may be a sign that your mind is under attack. These events can be really unsettling, especially if we're not used to experiencing them. But the good news is that we can take steps to deflect these occurrences and maintain our spiritual balance. Feeling a sense of being watched or paranoia is another sign that your mind may be under spiritual attack. When we're under attack, we can feel like we're being watched or judged, even when we're alone. If you find yourself feeling paranoid or like you're being watched, it may be a sign that your mind is under attack. This feeling can be really uncomfortable, especially if we're not used to feeling this way. But the good news is that we can take steps to deflect these feelings and maintain our spiritual balance. So, those are the 9 signs that your mind may be under spiritual attack. Remember, these signs don't necessarily mean that you're being attacked, but they can be indicators that something is off. It's essential to recognize these signs and take action to defend your mind and spirit. By being aware of these signs, you can take back control and maintain your spiritual balance. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to learn more about how to protect yourself from spiritual attacks, be sure to check out our video on spiritual protection techniques. If you have any experiences with spiritual attacks, we'd love to hear about them in the comments below. Share your story and let's continue the conversation. God bless you and see you in the next.
I appreciate you taking the time to watch and be here. If this video resonated with you or touched your heart, please consider supporting the channel by buying me a coffee. Simply scan the QR code or click the link in the description below. Your generosity keeps this mission alive. See you soon. God bless. If you're looking to overcome depression and anxiety by strengthening your spirituality, I invite you to check out my ebook, Soulful Transformations, Bridging Faith and Mind for Lasting Wellness, available on Kindle. This book combines cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, with biblical wisdom to help you manage stress, tackle anxiety, and find lasting peace through faith. It's not just about mental health. It's about deepening your relationship with God and transforming your life in ways that inspire others. Check the description below for the link and take the first step toward a life of spiritual and emotional wellness.